Since crime is being found in every part of the world, there is no single place you will go to that crime is not being committed. And the question that comes in your mind is, where does this crime really come from? What is the genesis of crime? But before we go into details, I am Shine Bobo. I'm a criminologist. My function is to study the causes of crime and how that crime can be solved. I'm also a law enforcer and I've been in the system for years. So if you want to know how the world of criminal activities is operating, this is the right channel for you. Let's dive into it. There is a part of the brain that gives birth to crime. This part of this brain is known as the instant gratification, the ego and the superego. This development of the brain starts immediately as a child is being given birth to. As the child grows up, he will be able to manage this development better. Now, what is an instant gratification? This is a drive that grows naturally in humans to pursue pleasurable things. And what are the pleasurable things that we pursue? To seek for food, water, or sex. These are things that you can't just control. The body will need it, and when the body needs it, the body must go for it. This instinct drives individuals to seek pleasure and avoid pain. If an adult is having this urge to have sex, there is no amount of counseling, there is no amount of education you will give to this adult. The moment he has not satisfied that urge, this instinct will continue to push him to have this pleasure, for him to have a settled mind. This is the part of the brain that rises naturally when the body system needs to satisfy some certain desire. Now, what is an ego? The ego is a rational mediator between the instinct gratification and the society. What does this mean? As the instinct gratification come in play, there is this other part of the brain that come in play immediately, known as the ego. It is the part that regulates the instinct gratification and the outside world. It comes like two forces talking in your head. So maybe, for instance, you are hungry, you want to eat. As you are going for this food, the ego will be the one that will come in place and say, hope this food you want to eat is clean, hope it is okay for your health. No matter how hungry you are, the moment this ego come into play to question these things, then you have a routine in either to eat this food. When the instant gratification come in play, the ego to come in play that serves as a mediator. Maybe you want to have sex, maybe you are in a room with a lady and you are in urge to have sex, right? The ego will be the one to tell you, no, this is your daughter, this is your brother's girlfriend, no, this is a young girl. The thing that comes into your head that gives you that thought is the ego mediating between the instinct gratification and the society standard that has been inbuilt in us. And the third one that comes in play is the superego. Now, the superego is a moral component of the brain that allows us to overcome the instinct gratification and the ego. What does this mean? If the instinct gratification come in place, you want to satisfy yourself, and the ego come in place to mediate that, hope you know this thing is wrong. Now, the superego will be the one to overpower such thoughts. How will he do that? Maybe you want to have sex, you are in a room that consists of ladies or a girl. When the ego come in play and tell you, hope you know this act is against your religion, right? The superego will not be the one to make you have that final decision and agree that what you're about to do is wrong. That is the function of the superego. The superego is the third component that come in place to regulate everything, if you will do that thing or not. Now, this is now where crime come in the picture. Whenever a certain crime is about to be committed, or you are about to deviate from the social norms, things that is not expected from you to do in the society, it's not actually necessary it's a crime per se, but things that is not expected from you, like adultery, fornications, lying, if the instinct gratification surpasses the ego and the superego, crime will be committed. For instance, you are moving beside the roadside and you don't have any money on you. Maybe where you are going, you are trekking. At the same time, you are hungry. So while you are going, you now see someone purse fall on the ground. What do you think will come in play then? Instinct gratification. That is the desire of your mind coming into play. This is someone's purse. Money is there and you need this money to sort your problem, right? That is the instinct gratification. Now, if this instinct gratification now surpasses the ego that will say, hope you know this purse belongs to someone. If that thought surpasses it in your subconscious mind, crime will be committed. You will pick that purse, put it in your pocket and won't tell the owner. But if the superego surpasses the instinct gratification and the ego, crime will not be committed. In essence, crime started in humans as they were growing up with these three components growing up alongside with them. The very first person that committed a crime, this is the three components that plays in his head before he choose to commit this crime. Now, if you understand this video, make sure your superego surpasses the ego and the instinct gratification so that crime will not be committed in our society. Kindly subscribe to my channel and expect my next video. Thank you and keep shining.